What's up, pretty gang? Good morning. It's 8 a.m. and you're back at my channel with your favorite motherfucking nail tech Peaches, and we're about to get into this beautiful set. I did have an inspiration pick for this particular set. This was a first time client and I just really enjoyed our whole session in general. I feel like I really bodied this set. I feel like it came out really good. Like, look at the up close, like just beautiful. Okay, so we're using custom made nude, custom made glitter, and I mean, we just brought the set together. Like, there's not too much more I could say about this set to really convince you to like it, because I already know that you do. Like, come on now. So before we go ahead and jump into the set, you already know we're about to do our subscriber shout out and give y'all a second to go ahead and follow me and subscribe if you haven't. Today's subscriber is Miss Bell74. You guys turn on your notifications, subscribe, and become a member. Becoming a member and joining my channel allows you to have access to exclusive content. You can either click join if you're using the computer, it's located right next to the subscribe button, or if you're on your cell phone, you can find the link to the join screen or the join page on the community tab in some of my posts. Okay, so this color, this pink glitter I had made, I call it Bubble Yum. I actually have custom made about 30 plus different glitters. All right, and then this nude, I usually keep a pinkish nude that I custom make, and I happened to make it today. It's been a minute since I made it, but I'm so glad I did. I need to get back to making my custom colors. Okay, so right here we're just talking about if she wants the French and the Ombre Croc nail to be next to each other. She wasn't very picky, very indecisive. We was at first gonna do a French tip, like a Croc French tip, but she ended up wanting to stay within like her comfort zone, which was a bunch of pinks, instead of doing green and black or brown and black like the pictures she had seen. So we went ahead and went with a totally different idea, and I feel like this was just her speed. Perfectly fit her, and I'm very happy with the final result. So you guys already know how to do a French tip, right? You guys have seen me do it many times. Go ahead, stick that bead right up in there, tuck them cuticles, and we know that it doesn't have to be too thick, right? Because if we make this smile line area too thick, it's just going to be way more filing in the end, and it's going to lead to an unbalanced nail. Okay, if you do need practice with your French tips, I have plenty of videos on my channel that go actually in depth in doing French. Okay, so y'all see I got a new liquid glass, right? A new dapping dish. Now let me tell you what, the old one, I had dropped it on the floor previously a minute ago, and all the legs underneath had came off except for one. So I really thought it wasn't a problem. It also leaked. I don't know why, because it leaks before I ever dropped it, like since I first started getting it. I don't know why. I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but lately it's been bothering me that every time I pour liquid into the doggone thing, it's crooked, you know what I'm saying? Because it's leaned on one peg, so the liquid always just runs out. Now with this dapping dish, liquid glass, whatever the hell, you're gonna see I knock it over twice, and you can already see, like, the way my brush is tapping on to the side, that it looks like it's gonna be a problem, right? Yeah, because it is. I was so hurt, and I was like, I am just so goofy. Like, it's always something, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and work on the Croc print now. Now I use the not polish blooming gel. The brand probably doesn't matter. You just need blooming gel, okay? And make sure to not cure it when you're doing the lines. Normally, ooh, y'all, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. That felt good though. So blooming gel is very thick if you have not used it before. So you need to make sure that you are using a small amount, otherwise honestly, it's not gonna bloom right if you use too much, and secondly, it's gonna get everywhere, and when it cures, it's gonna cure all bumpy, and I don't know, too much is just not good. So the way I do this, normally I have like an art liner brush, but I don't have no more white in that, so I'm just putting a little bit of polish on a nail art brush, and I'm just gonna draw the lines, and they're gonna bloom. When I do ombres like this, I typically just do like the ladder type Croc, that's what I call it, because it reminds me like a ladder, and just a few swipes down. I don't do any of the little side swipes, you know, on the in between them. I prefer this type of look, and I just kind of keep it at that. So I go ahead and wipe the sides before putting it in. I let it bloom for a second, because normally I do 2 fingers at a time, but this time I'm not, right? So it came out after 1 minute. I need to get a new lamp, because you see, bam, not cured. Even though I did it for 1 minute, my lamp, the cord to my lamp has been broken for quite a while, and I tried to tape it so that way, you know, oh, it's still coming on, it's fine. It's not fine. For some reason, it does not. No, actually, it is a reason. It doesn't cure white, and it sucks, but I know what I need to do, and I'm just being cheap to spend another $50. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I just want to point out to you guys, this video is 30 minutes long. I know it's only a couple minutes longer than my usual videos, but for some reason I feel like the 30-minute mark make people not want to watch. This video is so long just because this particular type of set, because there's so many different elements, there's glitter, there's French, you got to work in an order of operations, right? So first off, we're going to do our French tip first, because that needs to dry, so that way we can file it and go ahead and put on the stuff, right? Secondly, the croc print needs to come secondly, because that is going to go through a process of a couple of times of in and out the lamp. So those two are the ones that we need to go ahead and do first, because they need to be actually dry before we go ahead and move to the next steps, right? I don't normally work across 2 hands just going back and forth, but in this particular instance it works to the advantage, because it takes out less time. Because if I were to just let me do one whole hand first over here, by the time I get back to, you know, this hand and doing stuff, it will be fine and it will work. But I just feel like let's knock 2 birds with 1 stone, because I want to make sure the Frenches are completely the same size and shape. All right, sometimes when you complete one whole French nail on one hand first, you know, the color or the white can kind of hide some of the French tip, so it's going to be hard to measure and compare like this, you see, if there's product covering it a little bit. So I really just wanted to show you guys how tedious some of this stuff can be, and how back and forth that it actually is sometimes, right? This set took, I want to say it took 2 hours, just for the simple fact of having to go back and forth. And then y'all, I end up spilling my liquid so many times. I had to keep cleaning up messes, keep refilling my liquid. I was so pissed, because I'm like, bitch, I just bought this liquid. This is brand new liquid, and I have spilled 2 whole dapping dishes full. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this video was so long. But I feel like it's really important to show you guys that order of operations. So after we get done with the 2 designs that need to be fully dry before we continue, right? I will go ahead and do the ombre. And the reason I do the ombre next is purely because I don't want glitter all over the place. So I want to keep as little glitter in my dapping dish as possible on my paper towel, because glitter is tricky. Like, she's a tricky girl, I'm trying to tell you. Once you use glitter, it is going to be hard for you to properly clean your brush properly, and you got to know what you're doing to be able to use glitter and to continue and not get glitter where it don't belong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a skill set you learn over time. I can use glitter at any point in the set and be fine and know how to work around it, but I want to show you guys the order of operations that makes the most sense, period, because I don't want any glitter on this ombre or on this French tip at all whatsoever. Okay, so here we go. Now at this point we are going into all the ombre stuff. Okay, so I don't know if I showed it, but I do want to let y'all know that, because I can't remember, I'm pretty sure I thought I showed it, but I do top coat when I do designs like this, like these type of ombre designs with croc print, or just like certain stuff. I always top coat it first, because I don't want the liquid to ruin what's going on. So that's a tip or a trick. If you have like decals or polishes or paints that you're using as a base layer and you need an ombre over it or do something over it, top coat it. Okay, so here we go with this ombre. Now, it was where the glitter was kind of on top of the nude, and this, I don't even think I've ever done that before, maybe if not once or twice. So what I did is I ombre down the nude to clear, right? This is a custom made nude, by the way. Super cute, very beautiful pinky nude. I'm in the process of custom making a couple of nudes. And then once I'm happy with where that blend is at, I'm gonna take some glitter and I'm gonna ombre it up. Okay, you see that? I'm gonna ombre it up and do the best that I can to make sure that it's not too much on the nude. Okay, because I really don't like the look of the glitter is taking over the nude. So I'm making sure that it's very pigmented at the bottom. And then it's 8:15. Okay, so I'm making sure it's very pigmented at the tip. And then I'm going to just slightly ombre it up. And you see that middle point where it's kind of like see-through and clear? I left that there because I don't like the look of the glitter just sitting on top of the nude. Me personally, I don't like that. I feel like it just looks like you just threw it on there. So I ombre that pink into where the clear area is, so that way when you top coat it, it's gonna give you the look of really a very seamless nude, and then there's a space of very translucent nude clear, and then it goes into the pink, right? But the nude is not covering the pink, but it still gives you that effect of a very smooth and blended ombre. Okay, so the next thing we're going to move on to is the other pinky, which again, in detail, here we go. So we start with the nude going down, okay? And normally you will get everything out the way before you dip into the glitter. But like I said, I know how to avoid getting glitter in different places. If you are not yet there to where you can keep glitter from crossing over into different areas, I would say keep a separate paper towel or a separate dapping dish. I used to do that in the past. I used to have a dapping dish for glitter and a dapping dish for regular, and then you can clean your brush in between. But once you're comfortable to where it's like, I know how to get rid of the glitter or move it around without disrupting the pattern or what's going on, you're good to go, okay? So just a little tip there. So as I'm blending down, like I said, I am only blending to a certain extent because I really just want that blend from that nude pink into a translucent nude. And then once I'm happy with the translucentness, because I don't want it to be completely clear, I want it to have some, nude color to it. And at the bottom, I am going to pack on that pink. So initially, I went ahead, put down a little bead, and I started already blending it up. And you can see I'm trying to keep the color as pigmented as possible at the tip. And then I am doing a slight fanning motion, a slight swiping motion, if you will, towards the tip. Towards the cuticle area, I'm sorry. So that way some of those looser fine glitters can be that transition up towards the top, okay? So then I'll find other pieces of like the chunkier glitters and I will space those throughout, so that way it just looks like very dimensional, and that it's just not just, okay, here's all the chunks down here and all the fine glitter is separated. No, you want just a really even, nice look. And like I said, I don't go into where the most opaque part of the nude area is. I'm just going into that section where it is that translucent nude clearish area. And when I put the top coat on, you're gonna, well, not as I'm putting it on, but the end result, you guys saw that nail, you can't tell that it's like clear. Like even though the tip was clear, I covered it up with the glitter, and then it goes into a really just a nice ombre, okay? So you can see I kind of cleaned my brush out. Now, I think I was testing to make sure that it was dry. So now here it is. I know earlier I said, I couldn't remember if I showed you if I put the top coat. I always top coat when I am ombreing over stuff that's like, you guys, I'm so sorry. My throat is dry. I always top coat over the things that I'm ombreing when it's like designs, polish, foils, encapsulation, because it just makes it that much easier to deal with. Because then your liquid won't melt anything. You won't have any problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like a layer of protection, so that way everything is nice and smooth and doing well. So next step, like I said, you needed to have done the French tips very first, so that way both can be dry and you can get a really nice French tip on both hands. Because if I were to put product on the other one and finish it off, it might be a little bit confusing. See, and there it is. You guys, at this point, I was like, this is crazy. I knocked over 2 things of liquid, or honestly, I'm coming back after a client, so I can't remember. I think this is the first time I knocked over liquid. It is. But like I said, I did not go over 2. This is the first one. I was like, you know what? Okay, laugh it off, LOL, whatever. So ombre into the the white polish. So I let the bead kind of set for a minute, and I don't want to do too far down of an ombre, but I also do want it to be nice and opaque in the cuticle area. So I'm just going in because I do not want to see that very first white line. I don't necessarily want to see that, but I took it up that far so I would get a really nice blend into the rest of the design. So if you guys didn't know, whatever you have underneath, whatever color underneath, take it up higher into the actual natural nail bed, because it's going to be easier to ombre. You see how I only have to do a couple of swipes down and it's already ombreed? You don't have to work too hard. You don't have to keep going back and forth. That's what you want. Okay? That's what you want. So we're pretty much just tucking everything in, making sure everything is really nice and opaque, and it's blending how it needs to blend. This is pretty self-explanatory. I don't take it too far down, but I'm just making sure that the color payoff is what I want it to be. The blend is what I want it to be. And then after that, I'm pretty sure we're going to be moving forward in a moment here. I'm trying to look ahead. I can't really look ahead, but I really hope this is like showing you guys just a glimpse into like what the real process of stuff is. I know some nail techs, you know, they might record or something, and it's like they specifically record a particular way or anything. And I just like to record and show you guys just, hey, this is just how I'm doing it. I don't like to make it seem like an unrealistic expectation. I know some people are like, wow, my times take longer, this, that, and the other. You will get to a point to where like, okay, all your short sets will take maybe this amount of time, or all your ombre sets will take this amount of time. Like, you'll get to a point to where things will figure themselves out, but you have to actively put that in your head every day. I am going to work on doing one part of this process a little bit quicker, or I'm going to get my application down, or I'm going to just move a little faster. I used to put that in my head, like, all right, move a little quicker. And eventually, after a repetition of doing stuff so many times, and I mean a lot of times, you will get there, okay? But just know, everything is not always quick. There is an order of operations to doing nails that if you do not abide by those operations, sometimes those orders of operations, it's gonna take even longer, and you're just gonna be unhappy. You might not get the result you want to get, okay? So now I'm going ahead and capping. Normally I would do this right after an ombre, but because of that middle translucent area, I wanted to really make sure that my blend on both matched up and was really nice in what I wanted it to be. If I would have did this, like, you know, did this ombre and capped it right away first, what would have happened is that I wouldn't have been able to fully see exactly how far down the blend was and how far up that pink goes. Like, I would have been able to see because this is clear, but because there's that middle area where it's kind of clear, kind of nude, I wanted to really be able to see how far down I did that, so that way I can just have consistency, you know? And my client ended up being super duper happy with this set. I was so glad that she was happy. She said it's been a couple of months since she's had nails on, and she was looking for a new tech. I had actually done her toes the previous day, and she booked for her toes first, and then before her toes appointment, she ended up booking a nail appointment. So I was very happy that she came back the next day to get her nails done. She was a great client, super duper fun girl, just zero complaints. Honestly, we had a great conversation, zero complaints, you guys, absolutely zero complaints. So we are just capping these nails, and then I believe I'm gonna lay down the color for the French, which is white. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the thumb, which is white. I thought about doing the thumb nude, but the crazy thing is most pictures don't show what color the thumb is. But you can pretty much assume that if the thumb is not showing, it's going to be a solid color for the most part. I could have did it like another ombre, but I just felt like, let's just do, like, I was spilling so much liquid left and right, and I was just like, you know what, we're about to do a white thumb because I don't have it in me to do another ombre. Okay, don't have it in me. This was a nighttime appointment, so it was already probably like what 7, 8 something or whatever. So yeah. Ooh, y'all, look, people be having a good old time in my building. I'll tell you that much right now. Y'all heard that? I be hearing a lot of different stuff being in this little corner room because I'm on the end of the hall in the corner. Child, I don't know if people don't think I be in here or what, but I be hearing some business, child. but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so y'all, I really did not think we was gonna be focusing on capping this nail for so long. I'm so sorry. I woke up, it was like 7 in the morning when I edited this, so I was kind of still a little tired, and yeah, we didn't have to sit through as much capping as we did. So I apologize, I really do. But you can see, you know what it was? I was trying to fix something with it because one side was not matching up to the other. But in doing that, I kind of made the nail a little bit thick, but I wanted a consistent like application, so when I go to file, I could just fix what's too thick. So that's what I ended up doing. So, you know, if you ever have it to where it's like, okay, one half of the nail from one angle looks good and the other half just looks like whatever, it's fixable. Okay, just know it's fixable. So at this point, I could have got another paper towel. I probably should have, but I didn't. And you can see there's glitter all up on this paper towel, but like I said, I know how to maneuver around it. But that don't mean that I should necessarily, because this paper towel is already really pretty wet. Because like I said, I spilled liquid, I did all this stuff, and yeah, y'all know I'm just a cheapskate, and I don't like to waste. But get a new paper towel. You guys, I always tell you this: change your paper towel. Don't do me, do better. Okay. So with the French tip, you guys already know, we like to put the product on. I like to put it just at the tip, and I mold it and form it so that way I have a strong tip. And then I try to avoid as much as possible putting the color on the nude, because that's more work you're gonna have to file off and do too much. Remember, the tip of the French does not need to be as thick as the smile line itself, okay? The smile line has that shelf, so that way the tip color can fit around it, and when you file down, it's gonna meet and make a nice and smooth French. We just need to go ahead and get everything together first, okay? We need to put everything in all those nooks and crannies, because when you file, if you don't do this step the right way, it's gonna be something, okay? So apparently we just skipped from that all the way into this, capping this finger. That was a very abrupt skip. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm coming in. I'm at work now. I started the voiceover at home. I'm at work, so I didn't really watch, y'all know, I don't be watching the videos through before I do a voiceover. Like, the voiceover is where I watch the video all the way through, you know? So it did not have to be that abrupt. But again, we're just going ahead and capping the pinky, making sure that everything is all to the good. Now, I was going to include filing in this, but I did not want a 40-minute video, to be honest with you. And the filing that I was doing, like, y'all was not going to see anything significant, because I mean, the application is already pretty shaped nicely. So y'all, I'm so sorry, I'm just being nosy. The application was already, you know, it was already kind of giving. So that extra like 5 minutes or whatever, 5-6 minutes, we didn't need it. Okay, we just didn't need it. I'm sorry. But on the flip side, y'all, I just did this really, really cute nude set covered in pearls. Now, I did put it on live, and the crazy thing, my phone died. But the final result is so cute, literally to die for. So cute. So if you have not seen that video, it's probably going to be basic set with pearl French. That's what it's going to be called, something like that. Go ahead and watch it. Super cute. I really just took my time with that client, just because I had the time to take it slow, just to like literally just take my time, y'all. And then people was telling me like, oh, don't spill your liquid. You know what I spilled? Brush cleaner mixed with acetone. Spilled it on my lap. The fumes smacked me upside my face. It was so strong. And then it got to making my coochie all types of, it felt like menthol, Vicks, okay? It was very much hot and spicy for a while. I'm okay now, but for probably like a solid like hour plus, I was concerned, because I had to roll up my shorts. It was crazy. It was really crazy. I'm like, it can't be me. Like, no other nail techs is having little mishaps. Like, that's what it's giving. Just me. Okay, just me. I guess y'all didn't really need to know that information about my coochie being hot and spicy, but I'm sorry. Okay, that's what was happening. It's the real behind the scenes of being a nail tech. Okay, it was really crazy. Like, honestly crazy. Anyway, so white thumbs. I wanted something to kind of like pop. It was already so much nude on the set, and I I just wanted to bring out the white a little bit more. I really want to do some more like ombre freestyles. I've been actually really enjoying doing ombre lately. I go into periods of like, I do a lot of ombre period. You guys clearly can see it on my channel. But sometimes when it's other people's idea of like, oh, I want this type of ombre, it's not as, I don't want to say it's not as fun, but sometimes I be having ideas for just like funky ombres and different types of colors and styles and that I've been wanting. So I think I'm going to do a deal or have something about, hey, I need some people to, you know, let me do some cute ombre shit on you, you know? So, oh, and this is milky white. I'm pretty sure I told you the color already, but yes, milky white. You can see the difference in the Young Nails Core White, which is actually like a milky white, and then this not polished milky white, which it's kind of more closer to a coke white. Okay, so boom. Other hand, funny story is I ran out of storage on my phone while recording this because I had recorded some snake print nails, which super duper cute. I think I'm gonna upload those as well. Super cute. Snake print ombre. Hella cute. Right? And I forgot that I didn't delete it. I deleted other stuff, but I didn't delete that. And so, yeah, the phone kept cutting off on me. But yeah, I was trying to show you two hands and I didn't want the footage to go to waste. So I just went ahead and then boom, the second time. Now, you see at this point, I just had enough. I had enough. I was done. I think I let the camera cut off. Like my client was like, oh my gosh, like it's okay. This was the point where I just started recording because I'm just like, there's no way that I did this to myself 2 times. And this was a new bottle of liquid. I had bought a big bottle of liquid and just filled this one up. Now this one, it was damn near pretty much almost empty by this point. Like this was the last of it. I was so upset, you guys. Absolutely so upset. So, you know, pull my panties up and you got to just keep going. And those type of mishaps happen and you just got to keep going. You got to keep pushing through because to be honest with you, it ain't no other way. What are you going to do? Cry about it? Like, yeah, it's irritating. Like, oh damn, I just wasted money, wasted product. But at the end of the day, you got to keep going and you got to still provide a really nice experience for your clients. And you know what? They appreciate you. Okay, or at least most of them do. Shit, some of them it might be a little iffy, all right, but most of them, we're gonna say 99% of the clients appreciate you still going through all the mishaps, getting it done, and going about your day. That's what we do. We provide a service. I mean, I'm so sorry, but my phone is hotline bling over there. I just crazy. What do y'all need? What do these people need? So, yeah, it is 12:14 right now in the afternoon on a Friday, and I am doing this voiceover at work. I'm gonna go to the house, let it upload, and hopefully it will upload around maybe like 3 in the afternoon. By then, I also got my polish from Nail Addict / Nail Reserve LA. So I'll be doing an unboxing with a review and things like that. That's gonna be very exciting to do, you guys. Just our channel is growing. Of course, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, be a part of the pretty gang. We dope over here. Y'all be leaving me comments on Instagram. Y'all just are amazing. Don't forget to join the channel though. So we already is all, you know, a part of the pretty gang. But are you a member though? 2 different things, okay? If you're on the computer, you can go ahead and join and create a membership by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button on the computer. If you're on your phone, you're gonna have to go in my community tab and find one of the posts where I'm saying, hey, here's the link to join the channel. Because on the phone, it does not have a join button. But I'm getting ready to, a couple more people seem like they want to join a membership. I want to do a group coaching session and do like some seminar type stuff. I'm waiting for a couple more people to join the channel. Okay, so when you join as a member, you get exclusive access to certain stuff, and the base price $2.99. It goes up from there depending on what you want access to, but $3 a month, you see extra content. Like, it's dope, it's cool. So there's application. Here is shaping. Like, y'all, they look so pretty, and I feel like I really bodied this set. We did have an example picture as well, and this is just what the whole set looked like. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it provided some tips for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.